You guys asked for it, and I'm delivering. Let's do it. What is up, everyone? How you doing today? My name is David Franco with my second ever reaction video. Now, if you didn't see my first reaction video, check it out right here. YouTuber reacts to his first official tech review. Currently at 3,700 views, which actually isn't bad. I've had recent videos with far less viewers than that, or views I should say, so I guess it's a hit. And judging from this comment, Sam, thank you so much for today's video idea. I would love for you to react to old room tours. I don't know if you meant to say old twice, but if you did, I am coming through with that request because I'm going way back, guys, way back to hear my first ever tour of a Geek's Room video uploaded on October 25th, 2006, with currently 59,000, you know what, let's just round up, 60,000 views since 06. So guys, thank you very much. And I'm just gonna toot my own horn for a little bit. I think I was ahead of the game with the room tour videos. I'm just gonna put it out there. Room tour videos back then were not very popular like they are nowadays. So yeah, there you have it. I'm pretty sure I was one of the first creators to upload a room tour video. So with that said, guys, without further ado, let's jump into Tour of a Geek's Room from 2006. And guys, look at this. It was just under 10 minutes long because I believe back then YouTube had that 10-minute rule, meaning you couldn't upload videos longer than 10 minutes. Times have certainly changed. So, here we go. Enjoy. This should be interesting. Look at that nice blurry text. Those were the days.
You know, something I haven't done yet is give you a tour of my room. Main reason I'm doing this is so you can see all my geek toys, alright? Here we go.
Right off the bat. Do you see my first big mistake there? Do you see the big mistake I just made? Not only could I have saved myself a few seconds back then with the whole YouTube upload limit, but it just wasn't very fun to watch. Look.
Something I haven't done yet is give you a tour of my room. Main reason I'm doing this is so you can see all my geek toys, alright? Here we go.
Right there. David, let's just pan that camera around and let's not give the viewers a clean cut. Big editing mistake. Huge. It's okay.
All the dogs are already in there. As you can see, they're just laying on my bed.
All right, let's take a moment to remember all these pets because unfortunately they are all now deceased. Jasmine definitely took a lot longer because she was just a fighter, and plus I believe small dogs live longer than bigger dogs. I'm a little distracted right now because there was just a family on my front lawn because their dog walked onto my grass. Anyway, Whizzer, rest in peace. Great dog. Love those spots.
Doing nothing.
Jamman, my favorite dog ever. Absolutely incredible pocket dog. I loved her. She was just so super portable. I especially miss taking her on our Driftwood trips. So, rest in peace, Jamman.
Jasmine from the PlayStation 3 video you probably recognized. Actually, you probably recognize all these dogs from the Playtime 2 video.
Hold on. Let me go back because I thought I would talk about Ashley. Ashley was our beagle. There you go. Ashley was our beagle. Unfortunately, she passed away. Obviously, like I said, all the dogs have passed away since then. I mean, guys, come on. 2006. That's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. But yeah, unfortunately, I got the news that Ashley was put to sleep. Yeah, I'll actually never forget this. My mom told me while I was walking to class one day at Stockton, I was walking with the lake on my right, Lake Fred. God, I miss those days. And it's just something I'll never forget. But yes, rest in peace, Ashley.
You probably recognize all these dogs from the
rest in peace, all the dogs. Video. And Corgi. Great dog. Gotta be honest, though, I was never really close to Corgi. She was always more so Kristen's dog. But still, fantastic dog. I mean, we have always had great dogs with great manners, and, you know, they were just great dogs. And, man, look at that green beanbag. I wonder where that is now. Probably in some dump all burned up by now. I don't know.
But they're not geek toys now, are they? So let's just get right to the good stuff. First of all, Sony Hdtv. I believe it's 30-inch.
30-inch. 30-inch. Listen to this guy. 30-inch. Oh, David. 30-inch TVs. Now, not trying to appear, snobby or whatever, but I would never, ever buy a 30-inch TV nowadays unless it was for a specific purpose, like putting it in the bathroom. Yes, I want a TV in the bathroom. Judge me if you will. I don't care. I want to watch it while I'm taking a shit. What's that from? No, but anyway. 30-inch TV. Guys, this thing was a beast back then. The quality was amazing, but man, was it heavy. It was so heavy, but I will say this. I will never, ever forget playing my Xbox 360 in HD and just experiencing HD gaming for the first time. Burnout back then. Burnout Revenge, I think it was, or I don't know, one of those Burnout games. It just looked absolutely incredible. Now, obviously, nowadays, HD gaming is the standard, but if you're my age, you probably recall appreciating that transition from standard def to high def. It was just so good.
It's DVI, not HDMI, unfortunately, but hey, it still looks pretty freaking sweet with HD content on there.
White balance shift, did you see that?
Hopefully I'll have an Xbox 360 soon and I'll put it on there. Speaking of...
Oh, so I didn't have the Xbox 360 yet. So that just goes to show you. Yeah, I mean, I had yet to truly experience HD gaming before this video. I mean, it wasn't even a thing for me yet.
Xbox. My Xbox down here. A little messy.
But I will say the Xbox will always be one of my favorite consoles of all time. It was absolutely incredible. I mean, Xbox even looked great on that TV, but it wasn't true HD, obviously. But still, like, for what it did back then, it looked phenomenal.
As you can see, it's a little dusty. I don't dust that often, but I guess I should dust more. I just keep my most recently played games on the side so I can just swap them. Halo 2.
Oh, Halo 2. All right, let's just look at these three games. Halo 2. Who was with me? One of the best Halos to ever be created. It was the first Halo where you could dual wield weapons. So much fun. Battlefield. Is that Battlefield 2? It looks like 2. Personally, my favorite Battlefield on Xbox was Battlefield 1943. That was an Xbox Live download. And Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Oh my god, I'm going to get emotional. There has not been a good Spies vs. Mercs since Chaos Theory. And nothing you can say will ever change my mind. Blacklist, I believe it was Blacklist, had Spies vs. Mercs. Didn't even compare to Spies vs. Mercs in Pandora Tomorrow and Chaos Theory. Chaos Theory, wow, one of the best multiplayer experiences of my life. Why Ubisoft refuses to give us a new Splinter Cell is beyond my understanding. It has been so freaking long since we've had a Splinter Cell game. And this video is going to be long. This video is going to be long because I have a lot to say. This is my passion right here, tech. Let's keep it going.
Alfred, if you're watching, I totally kicked your ass last night.
I love Alfred. He's a good guy.
Sorry, dude. I just had to put that in there. Anyway, my Xbox, original Xbox, I got it on, I believe the launch date was November 15th, 2001.
Same day my grandma passed away.
I'm not positive on that.
It was a very bittersweet day, let's just say that.
But I think that's true. Xbox Live headset. Xbox controller. I just keep those two.
Controller S, who's with me, one of the best controllers ever created.
Out, because I play almost every night. DVD player, non-working DVD player. That. Don't get Zenith. Zenith sucks. And it's a hard name to say. Zenith. Zenith sucks. Say that 5 times fast.
Zenith sucks. Zenith sucks. Zenith sucks. Zenith sucks. Zenith sucks. But yeah, that DVD player wasn't very good. It was okay, but yeah.
Zenith sucks. So yeah, I don't really use it. I just use my Xbox as a DVD player. Next is my DirecTV satellite receiver. We used to use Dish Network, but
nowadays you honestly can't pay me to put a satellite receiver in this house. Okay, maybe you could pay me. Like, if, for instance, DirecTV said, David, we're going to give you 10 grand to put a DirecTV receiver in your house. Okay, then yeah, I would do that. But generally speaking, I'm not a fan of satellite TV at all nowadays. Nope.
My dad wasn't too happy with a few things about them, so we switched to DirecTV.
And ironically, he's using Dish again. He kind of went back and forth between all these companies. Onkyo, I'm still a huge fan of Onkyo to this day. My living room has an Onkyo AV receiver and 2 Onkyo rear speakers.
There's my receiver. There's me. Okay. Onkyo. As you can see, I got little marks from here from the sticker that I ripped off.
That will forever haunt me.
Stickers. I don't know why they put them on there. I mean, come on.
I agree. I agree.
Anyway, this is your normal 6.1 receiver. This is actually a home theater in box. This came with more speakers. Back here, my rear channel.
That's them. That's them. Dude, I have these same exact speakers. That speaker and the speaker on my right over there. Dude, I have these same exact speakers. So I've had them since 2006. Yo, David, treat yourself. Treat your freaking self, dude. It's about time you get some new rear freaking speakers. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, David, you spend all this money on shit you don't need. Buy yourself some good speakers.
Speakers with Stewie on the top.
I don't know where Stewie is now.
A huge Think Different masturbation.
My Think Different masturbation. I'll say that again. Masturbation, not masturbation. Masturbation, this thing was cool. Basically, it's a website where you would upload these graphics and it would kind of like rasterize them into like these black and white images split up by sheets of paper. Fantastic waste of paper. Not very earth friendly, but hey, that was up for like a year or two. I loved it.
Poster. Yes, that's a real word. Masturbation. Listen carefully. Masturbation. These two stereo channels are speakers that my dad gave me.
I finally got rid of those speakers when I moved out of my house in Jersey.
Used to have Onkyo speakers, but my dad.
Wait, no. No. I brought them with me to Pennsylvania. Yeah. They were in my previous house in Pennsylvania. Then I finally got good tower speakers, and actually, I think I have a video about those speakers. I'll link it right below if you're curious.
New speakers downstairs for the family room, so he gave me these. They're actually 200 watts each. I can only get 100 watts out of each, unfortunately, because my receiver, but still, they sound pretty sweet. My center channel, yeah, came with it. The whole package is about, I think it was $500, so.
Now I have a Polk Audio center channel. Polk Audio is a fantastic brand. Polk Audio and Onkyo is pretty much my go-to brands for audio.
It was a great deal for what I got. Okay, back to gaming. My GameCube, unfortunately, like, rarely played. I know. But hopefully I'll be getting a Wii early next year.
Isn't that how... Okay, I'm not hating. I love Nintendo, but isn't that how every Nintendo console goes? At least for people like me who prefer Xbox and PC. Nintendo consoles kind of like come and go, you know? You play them for a month straight, and then they'll literally just sit there for 5 months, and then they come out with another game that's actually worth playing. You play it for a month or two, then it sits there until Christmas time. Is it just me?
Got all these Halo figurines just chilling there.
Sorry, Zero just took out the air vent in my floor. Come here, Z. Okay, I just had to make sure he was okay. His claw got stuck and he took it out of the carpet. It's amazing.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. They're just kind of sitting there. My memory cards, as you can see, dust.
Yo, I'm gonna sound old when I say this. Kids today will never truly appreciate what we had to do as gamers back in our teenager years. We actually had to have memory cards, guys. Yes, memory cards. Back then, our files weren't saved to the onboard hard drives and SSDs like they are nowadays. Back then, we had to purchase more and more memory cards because our memory cards would always be full. Or if you were cheap, like me, I would get like a $20 allowance every 2 weeks. You would quite literally have to get rid of game save files to make room for new games. Right? This is why I love reacting to these old videos. It just truly makes you appreciate how far we've come. This is definitely going to be a long video.
Dust. Oh, can't forget the PlayStation 2. He's hiding in here.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, I rarely play that either.
I used to play it all the time now. Keep in mind, I used to play it because I became a total Xbox fanboy back in these days. But man, the PlayStation 2, in my opinion, will always be one of the best, if not the best, Sony console of all time. Close to the PlayStation 1. But the PS4 was pretty damn good too. I was just never a big PlayStation 3 guy. But yo, the PS2, incredible.
To tell you the truth, I'm more of an Xbox fanboy than anything else, so...
There you
I just
go.
love the whole Xbox Live experience. I think Microsoft did that right, unlike Windows. Let's not get into that.
Damn!
I'm not a big fan of cars, but I still have some pretty cool
I love my Tesla though.
models. I had a Dodge Viper, Corvette, and Beetle.
Why'd I have a
And
Beetle?
I honestly don't know what these cars are. Oh, that's a Ferrari, obviously. And these two
David, that's a Mercedes. I don't know what that is on the right.
other cars. I don't know much about cars. Some red guy. I don't know what he is, but he's pretty cool. He talks. Let me
How'd
see
I
if
miss
can make
him?
Say something. I don't know. Maybe
He
he's
did.
dead. I don't know. There's Neo doing his upside down thing. He must have a headache by now. Sonic. My iToy.
Ah, the iToy. Who remembers the PlayStation 2 iToy? That thing was so much fun. Yo, washing windows, right? Again, who's with me? Washing windows was so satisfying.
Never used.
I used it, David, just not in that day. Before this video, I used to use it a lot, I swear.
Bobbleheads. Gotta have them. I had a Mario bobblehead, but my cat's Smokey. He's out there just watching me.
6 o'clock.
Rest in peace, Smokey. Look how filled out he was. He was so healthy back then. But obviously, as he got older, he got skinnier. But man, he looked so good then. God, I miss my smoke a dope.
He just sits there all day long. Anyway, I woke up and found Mario decapitated, unfortunately.
Mario.
Morning, so it sucks. Got the Mario Kart figures over here.
I think I still have those somewhere.
And a little
And that as well, Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi, if you can see him up there. Yep, there he is. Pretty cool stuff. My beanbag, I guess that's not really a geek toy. My remote control Zenith, crappy DVD player. Onkyo receiver. Sony Hdtv.
I always liked that Sony remote. There's just something about it.
And my DirecTV remote. This is an awesome book by Scott Kelby. If you're trying to learn more about photography, get this book. It's only $20, but it's easily worth like 40 in my opinion.
Hold on, I might still have that. Okay, I have a whole collection of those books from Scott Kelby. Is that
Oh,
volume
look at that,
1 I
Mac-
showed?
It's only $20, but it's
Yeah, that's it. I still have it. Very cool. That just goes to show you certain things you just never want to part with.
easily worth like 40 in my opinion. Oh, and look at that Macworld issue with the Mac Pro on the cover. It's just some school stuff.
I was a huge fan of magazines back then. Huge fan.
Game Boy Advance SP, don't play it anymore.
Dude, the Game Boy Advance SP was so good. Such a cool handheld. I will never forget taking that thing to school. That and my Game Boy Advance, but I think I took my Advance SP more. And we would play games in the back of our science class. And our teacher actually let us. I mean, he always said as long as we got our work done, we can go back and do our system link or whatever they called it back then and play, I think, Mario Kart or something we played. I forget the exact games, but I know for a fact we used to always play Game Boy Advance in the back of our science class.
As I have a DS, which I play sometimes.
God, look at a DS. It's so thick.
I have to get the new Super Mario Brothers. I know I haven't gotten it yet. Bad David. PSP, I rarely play that either.
David, these comments are making you look like a fake geek. I swear, I played all this stuff a lot, but at that point in time of recording, I didn't play my handhelds a lot because I was mostly an Xbox guy. But guys, I swear, I loved all three of those handhelds. Advance SP was incredible. Nintendo DS was the first of its kind, and the PSP had the most beautiful handheld display back then. Phenomenal display. And that's a Bluetooth headset. Wow. I don't think I ever used that too much.
My God, I don't know. I should really play these more.
Spit it out, David.
Unfortunately, I'm more of a console person, but once
See, there it is.
in a while a new game comes out that I really like. Bluetooth headset that I really should use more. I know, I have all these gadgets that I should use more. What's next? Okay. The best part of the room, the Mac. Start out my PowerBook G4.
The PowerBook G4, which quite literally started this YouTube channel, guys. Let us take a moment to appreciate this Mac right here. Obviously, I don't use it anymore. It's a 17-inch behemoth. But back then, it was absolutely incredible. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I actually took it to the New York City Apple Store with me during one of their workshops. Such a cool feeling, but in my opinion, way, way too big. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of huge laptop. I know that's redundant, but I'm not a huge fan of these large laptops anymore. Personally, I'm more of a 12-inch to 15-inch kind of guy. But this thing was great for its day, you know?
I actually use it as a desktop. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe. It's actually built to
Guys, don't worry, it's perfectly safe, just in case you weren't worrying.
use it that way. As you can see, I have DVI out going to my Dell Monitor.
Ah, look at the old YouTube, guys. Look at the old YouTube. And over here, I had iChat running. Dude, God, I miss iChat. This is like before the days of Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp and just texting in general. Like, texting back then was big, but it wasn't as big as it is now. And back then, we used things like iChat and Skype and MSN Messenger to just talk to each other. And iChat was always great. I loved it, loved it, loved it. And check out his YouTube interface. Clearly, Saw was coming out around then. Saw 1, Saw 2. I'm not sure which one. It's too blurry to tell. But these are definitely my videos. I can tell. That's my face right there, and that's my face right there. At least it looks like my face. But yo, total throwback. And up here's my EyeSight camera. That thing was so cool.
I think Dell does right. They have some kick-ass monitors.
They do. They do. I still use Dell displays. I have, well, right here is LG displays, but upstairs I have 4 Dell displays I'm currently using in my gaming setup. Love them.
Anyway, back to the PowerBook. 1.5 gigahertz, 1.5 gigs of RAM.
It's about to rain.
What else? Oh, 100 gig hard drive. Unfortunately, my
Wait a minute.
hard drive that came with it.
I missed the specs here. It's about to rain, so I was thinking if it was raining
1.5
yet.
gigahertz.
1.5 gigahertz.
They have some kick-ass monitors. Anyway, back to the PowerBook. 1.5 gigahertz, 1.5 gigs of RAM.
1.5 gigs of RAM. Dude, our phones nowadays have more RAM than that.
What else? Oh, 100 gig hard drive. Unfortunately, my 80 gig hard drive that came with it died one day, so I actually replaced it.
100 gig hard drive. Nowadays, our phones have more than that as well. What does my iPhone have? I think I have 256. I'm pretty sure. I usually go mid-range. I have, let me show. Where is it again? I always forget. Oh, capacity. 256, and look, I have 186 gigs free because I have a lot of stuff in the cloud nowadays.
Took a while, but it was very much worth it. Just
getting dark out.
Here. 64 megs of video RAM. I know it sucks. It's a little low, but still. Getting some messages over there.
iChat.
But yeah, got my DVI coming out here. Ethernet, EyeSight, which is up here. And over here, I got my 2.1 channel speakers by Logitech, which is kick-ass, by the way.
Oh, kick-ass, David. Totally kick-ass.
With all this junk around it. What else do I have? Oh, this is my USB.
Why is the audio doing that?
There.
Let's do a little refresh, shall we? Let's do a little refresh. I think it might be something with ScreenFlow.
I actually replaced it perfectly.
Come on, dude. Guys, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So sorry about that. I don't know if that was Safari, YouTube, my iMac, ScreenFlow. I have no idea. There's a million things that could go wrong during these recordings. But we're good. Here we go. Back to it.
Cleaning my screen here. 64 megs of video RAM. I know it sucks. It's a little low, but still. Getting some messages over there. But yeah, got my DVI coming out here, Ethernet, EyeSight, which is up here. Then over here.
Interesting, back then I actually had my PowerBook G4 connected to Ethernet. Well done.
I got my 2.1 channel speakers by Logitech, which is kick-ass, by the way. There's my sub down there with all this junk around it. What else do I have? Oh, this is my USB hard drive over here.
Look at the size of that external hard drive. Dude, I use that thing all the time. I mean, I used to use it. But wow, nowadays, you wouldn't catch me dead using something that huge and ugly.
It's almost filled up, by the way, because this video takes up a lot of space. I'm actually going to get a new one pretty soon. And of course, power. I got a 3rd gen, 30 gigabyte.
My first iPod ever. Loved it.
There. Doesn't even work anymore. I mean, it works, but the battery's like shot. So I just use it as backup. And as long as it's plugged into my PowerBook, it'll work. So I actually use it as backup, which is very nice. My iPod's not even in the dock. 5th generation.
I forgot about that case. It was such a simplistic yet very nice case. I loved it.
60 gig, your iPod with video. You know, I love it. It's awesome.
Yo. Go back. Guys, did you catch that?
Your iPod with video, you know. Love it.
Right there. Those are McDonald's Monopoly pieces. That's so funny.
Awesome.
Guarantee it.
Another speaker. Gotta have a phone in your room, right?
No, David. No, I mean, maybe in 2006, but nowadays, no. I don't want a landline. And fun fact, I actually have a landline connected to my Xfinity account because unfortunately you have to have a landline when doing these stupid bundles. Oh, it's 2006. We need to bundle in technology that nobody uses. Landline, computes. Shut the...
Oh, there's my USB hub.
Sorry, that just triggers me how these companies force these landlines on you. It's so stupid.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. This is to my USB hub. And I have my hard drive coming from there. Okay, there we go. A little confused there. Anyway, back to my Dell Monitor. 20.1 inch widescreen.
20.1 inch. 20 inch. That's small for today's standards.
This thing is pretty sweet. Unfortunately, I actually need more space. At least a 23 inch or 24 inch would be nice.
Yeah, baby. Personally, nowadays, for work, my sweet spot is 27 inches.
Dell sells 24 inch monitors and Apple sells 23 inch. Believe it or not, that inch doesn't make a difference. It's the same exact resolution. I don't know why. Anyway, got iChat on here. Of course, YouTube. Got a message from my friend Anthony. What else? Oh, yeah, duh. I'm actually 3, as you saw in my video, which some people laughed at. But in a good way, so thank you. This is my MXG3, 350 gigahertz, yeah, right, 350 megahertz, 128 megs of RAM, 7 gigabyte hard drive running OS 9. I'm seriously going to upgrade it soon. I actually got...
That was such a fun iMac to upgrade it. Guys, just go to my channel, after you're done this video, of course, right? And search iMac G3. I have a handful of videos on this, I was going to say tiny computer. It's really not that tiny. It's a CRT display. But for back then, it was nice. And the iMac was one of the first Apple products that Apple introduced when Steve Jobs returned to Apple. So, history right there.
Free from neighbor, so I really appreciate that. There's my Canon EOS 350D Rebel XT DSLR camera. Love that thing.
I don't know where that is.
Awesome. Some tapes over there that I used up.
Might be behind me. I don't think it is, though.
I'm actually through keyboard and mouse. And oh yeah, and here's my Apple white mouse and my Bluetooth keyboard.
Ugh, I hated that Apple keyboard. Hated it with a passion. I love Apple, but I hate that keyboard design. There's something about the keys and how they were pressed. They were kind of like too mushy. I don't know if that's the right way of explaining it, but there has to be at least one person out there who else despised this keyboard. It looked beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Beautiful keyboard design. But in terms of functionality, just horrible. This keyboard, I love this keyboard. I love the slim design. Love it. Alright,
let's speed this up, because unfortunately I'm not a director account, so I gotta fit it under 10 minutes.
Oh my god, director account. I forgot about that. So back then it wasn't called YouTube Partner. You had to be a director. That's funny.
There's my PC that I'm still selling.
Oh, David. This is one of my biggest regrets as a tech geek. I sold that gaming PC on eBay. I was going to say eBay because I was saying X-Blade. X-Blade is my case, but I sold it on eBay. God, I wish I kept that. I wish I kept it. Because back then I was transitioning, ironically, from Windows to Mac OS. But nowadays, I gladly use both. I mean, I still hate Windows. I think Windows is a terrible operating system. I know I'm going to trigger some fanboys out there, but you just can't change my mind. The only thing it's good for me, is gaming. Literally gaming and nothing else. I refuse to get real work done on Windows. I hate Windows with a passion outside of the gaming scene.
I know, I'm so lazy, I had to sell it. I actually took it apart, sold most of the parts, but I had to sell the rest soon. PowerBook G4 bag.
Thick
17
bag.
inch. Look at this.
Look at all those games. And yes, I still have them all in my basement. You can see right here is Max Payne. That's Halo. That's GTA. Just roughly looking at the logos.
You take out one game or CD.
Here we go. Hold on. Mad Maestro, dude. That was a weird game. I believe it was from the makers of Mr. Mosquito. The Sims is up there. We Love Katamari, I think that is. Katamari Damashi. That looks like an iToy game. That's a GTA trilogy right
They
there.
all fall, so.
That looks like Animal Crossing, roughly from the colors. This might be Mario Kart or Super Monkey Ball, one of them. That's Ninja Gaiden. That's ESPN Football, NFL. That might be Splinter Cell, judging from the colors.
I mean,
It's just so... Oh, Rainbow Six games. Both of them. Yeah, both. Both your daddies. Both of them are right there. Rainbow Six 3 and... Rainbow Six 3 Arrow or something like... Black Arrow, I think it was called.
I think it looks cool, but I just need to get some DVD towers and CD towers.
Oh my god, look at all those magazines.
Tons of magazines, as you can see.
I actually threw out all those magazines one day. All those magazines. But luckily, I happened to come across the one issue of... I think it was EGM that actually published my drawing and my name of what I thought the Xbox would look like. How cool is that? Like, they actually published my drawing and my picture. I mean, my name. So cool.
Check this out. I don't know if you can see, but tons of video games.
Yeah, my god. I actually threw all those out. I kind of regret it, but at the same time, I don't, because it was just a big waste of space.
Magazines. It's like a freaking tower, and I'm starting my second tower here.
Very
That's
heavy.
Years of magazines right there.
Extremely heavy.
It took a while to stack them. Very heavy. Clothes. Tons of Apple boxes.
And I believe I still have most of those.
I love it. And all these geeky books.
I still have all those books right over there. They're all still here, guys.
Do it slowly so you can see the titles. And if you want to say them, just pause them. And if you have any questions, just ask. Anyway, yeah, that's it. I have 10 seconds, so I hope you enjoyed my tour, and thanks for watching.
Guys, there you have it. My first tour of a Geeks Room video. Be sure to head on over there and click that like button. I appreciate it. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't know, I actually have a membership now. So if you want to support the channel on a monthly basis, I have a variety of tiers. One of them being... My trackpad just lost connection. That was weird. One of them being early access content to the vlogs. You actually get the weekend vlogs 4 days ahead of public release, including Seaside Heights. So Seaside Heights 2021 is just a couple days away, guys. Just a couple days away. So if you want to check it out, you know, it's right there. It's right there. And plus, it's a great way of supporting my live streams. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Except for this week. I'm live Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But by the time you see this, it's not relevant. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want more reaction videos, let me know what you want to see. However, I do want to throw something out there. I've had some people say, David, I want you to react to Christmas so-and-so. Sorry, no, that's not going to happen unless I make some serious cuts, because those Christmas videos are super, super long. So instead, I'm talking more about videos like this. Hold on. Let's go back to my videos. Date, added oldest. Maybe something like this. Party of Independence. That's a 10-minute video. Friday Craziness. That's one of my first vlogs ever. Loved it. iPumpkin. But yeah, so like basically videos that are less than 15 minutes. I think that's a good rule. So guys, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. And once again, shout out to Sam for making today's video possible. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. And I'll see you soon. Peace.